blessings. I'm Aaron Lucas. I am with my guys. Snacks Baby, the Broad River guy, Reverend Pastor Coach Lucas Hargrove, and we got a special guest, the community ambassador, the king, Robert Boo McCray. Welcome to the shop. Yes, Cuzzo. Yes, Big Cuz, Robert McCray.
Yes, sir.
Boo. We're gonna talk a little bit about really your influence in the community. I think a lot of people have seen you. A lot of people know of you. We met through hooping, as all of us have. So we're kind of back into the hooping and the culture of sports and how it tied in. And I know you have a huge, huge influence on a number of young people and what you've done for them just to steer them in the right direction. But for the people that don't know Robert Boo McCray, Big Cuz, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, how you got to where you're to the point where you're teaching and helping out in the community as much as you are.
Well, everybody know I'm originally from Miami, Florida.
305. Dade County.
So a lot of people know me 305 Boo, Coach Rob, whatever they call me. I came up here to Allen University 95, 96. Played 3 years at Allen University. Transferred to Benedict a semester after we had a violation in the NIA and the EIC conference. I was told that we would have a team back at Allen. So Coach Washington, he'd been recruiting me. I just never went. Asked me to come over. I did. Then I seen my team struggling over at Allen because we ended up having that season next year. So I went back and played for Kerry Rich for a semester. That's another story for another day. But
so you
that's
finished
my
at
guy.
Allen.
But I finished at Allen. I didn't finish my all 4 years.
Okay.
I got eligibility to by the transfer and dressing when I wasn't supposed to at the time.
Gotcha.
That's another story for another day. Kerry Rich, my guy. Shout out to Kerry Rich, big time.
Captain.
In 1998, I had my first child, Shaquanda Miller McCray. Recently graduated from Georgia State. Shout out Shaquanda, Shaq McCray. That one made me stay up in South Carolina and not go home for the summer. So I got a job over at Henley Homes with the city for the summer. Believe it or not, at 16 I coached my age group because we had a travel basketball team and our coach told us we couldn't play rec ball. So I coached my rec ball age group at 16 years old. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. But
been coaching a long time.
Been coaching a long time.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, got out to Henley Homes. Seen the kids out there, so much talent, man. Henley Holmes had them guys out there. Yeah. A lot of talent. Stayed there, coached for the summer, and then Ms. Gibson got me the job over at St. Anna's. They was looking for a part-time person while I was in school. St. Anna's, who those ain't familiar with, that's the part that's most associated with the Gonzalo Gardens.
Yeah.
And that's where I started from. Just started with the rec, and just some great players came through me. Just coaching and playing basketball. Was still in and out, like I wasn't all the way where I should be at that time. As I had more kids, I started to wake up a little bit. Started to say I got to truly influence these men, these young men and women.
To parenthood to do it.
Right, just to be better, and just knowing where I came from. Like, even though I did things I didn't have to do them, but I was doing them for a reason. It wasn't just to do it. Right. I took care of a lot of people. So once I got my mind right, woke up a little bit, I started really investing. Me and Robert Wells, y'all know Robert Wells, Rookie Casey. He was over at Hyatt Park, and we always had the top rec programs. And somebody from the Slammers came to Robert Wells and asked him to do a team. I guess they didn't have a team for some of these kids. So me and Robert Wells got together, brought a few of our kids together. Tariq Simmons, Dontrell Roberts, Tyon Stuckey, Alex Cardwell, and all of them with different age groups, and they played in the fourth grade division.
Riley.
Marquise Riley came later.
Later?
Okay, we was with the Slammers then, but all of them had different age groups. I think it was second, third, and fourth grade mixed together, and they just threw us out there. We didn't know nothing about what's going on, and we just started beating everybody. Dion took notice, of course. And got me over with South Carolina Ravens. So we had that fifth grade squad with Ja Morant, Tariq. We tried to get Devontae Shulover that year, but he didn't come.
Shout out to my guy Deion Bethea, man.
Deion
That's
Bethea, that's my dude. That's my
Hey,
point. That's my point guard in college too.
Right
that's my point guard in college. You know,
Deion,
he's trying to freeze me out, but you know, he good people. That's my dude.
You know who your guy is, D.
Yeah, that's my dude.
The shooter.
Yes, indeed.
People don't realize Boo is a straight shooter, sniper from the 3-point line.
Yeah, I wear them up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
tell me this. Let's skip forward a little bit. Tell me about your coaching now. Who do you coach now?
Okay.
How are you involved with the youth now?
Okay. I can't skip, but I'm a skip and skip.
Yeah, I was about to skip.
So because you got South Carolina Heat, that's how I became. I left the Ravens and started South Carolina Heat because I wanted to do more for some of the kids that was in the inner city that was decent, but they wasn't that man.
Right.
But they had the potential to be that man. But, you know, when you're doing an elite basketball team, you only can keep certain kids. So that's why I ended up starting my own, and we became big, one of the big programs. And that's when we, Marquise Riley, Devontae Shuler, Tariq Simmons, Keith Matthews, Christian Brown, man, some of the top athletes came, I can keep going, came through the South Carolina Heat. So we pushed it and then had a lot of success in basketball. We had a lot of failures. But dealing with the type of youth that, and the community that I deal with, that gonna come with it, and that's what I signed up for. You know, I have to explain that to a lot of coaches about that. You know, it's different. These kids coming from different situations. Like I got a few kids that, believe it or not, played for me 3-4 years before I even met their mom. I got kids that was homeless, that had nowhere to stay, that stayed with me. I had kids that, you know, be on a trip, dead broke. We way in Kentucky.
Right.
So a lot of people don't understand like what it took to make that program work. We didn't get a lot of sponsorships, believe it or not, which I thought, we dealing with these youth that a lot of people would come in and help. No, you know. So a lot of stuff came funded from me and my coaches. Shout out to Coach Cannon over at Dutch Fort. He was big. He was one of my first coaches over there that helped started it. So then we pushed to Carolina Hurricanes, one of the Pop One, one of the biggest inner city pop. Well, we the biggest Pop One program. A lot of people don't know that in South Carolina because we the only ones that fill every division that Pop One, SC Millions had to offer. So just push that just to keep those kids out of trouble.
What was the name of the Pop One team again?
Carolina Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, we now call Trey through Hurricanes in honor of Travion Green, who passed. We won number 3. He passed a few years ago in a car accident, unfortunately. Situation that he was special. He touched a lot of kids, and I decided to name the program after him. We just recently lost another kid, Knowledge Sims, very special kid. That he was young, but he was a special kid. Everybody will tell you so. But I'm just in it, man. Just trying to get these kids active, doing something outside of streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just showing them something different, and it's not all sports. I got a lot of things going on in the program people don't know about. We got SE off the court where we take the kids around and introduce them to untraditional jobs that they never heard of. We got programs where we feed the community. You know what I'm saying? I don't put a lot of stuff on social media.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I don't do it for that.
Yeah.
My impact, the family impact, and that's everybody involved, is to impact these. We don't need clout. We don't need everybody to know what's going on. We'll ask for help. We'll put it out there. You might see a flyer or a request for something, but then we're not going to push it. We don't have to film everything. We'll show a little snippets here and there, but we're not going to do all that.
The thing that I appreciated the most, because before I got to know who you are and what you represent, it was always like, man, who is this cat? Everywhere, like he's got his hand on the pulse of like every kid.
True.
And so, as we've gotten a chance to know each other, feel each other out, because we coming from the same genuine space.
Right.
We're coming from different angles, but we're coming from the same genuine space, and we've grown in our relationship. But the thing that I appreciated the most is that pulse that you have on the kids. You are always present. You've got a family of your own, you've got kids, you've got a wife, you've got all these things going on, but you are always present for the kids that are in your organization.
I agree with that.
And I will tell you here right now, I've got much respect for that.
Appreciate
much respect for that.
Appreciate it, and I think that's what it takes just to show. You know, even the ones who not where I was hoping they'd be, you know, they still have like a type of moral, if y'all can believe that. I'm talking about street. Went to the street. They still have a type of moral, and a lot of it, I think, became just being around and me teaching them things.
Family.
And the family is just teaching them how they have a lot of different morals. I had a kid just you know, he was still in the street talking, and he's just saying, I'm finna get out. And his brother, who didn't, a little older than him, about 3 years older, who didn't come into my program, he told him, man, forget that. We this for life. And I'm having this conversation with him. Me and his brother end up, you know, getting into it, kind of like, man, you got to get up out the park, man, because I'm trying to bring him back. And you influenced him, and he did something. 2 weeks later, followed his brother up and ended up, you know, kind of crazy. So I deal with a lot of stuff, man. My family do. I got to give much respect to my wife because she sacrificed a lot to be able to let me.
Shout out to Cuzzo. Hey, shout out to Cuzzo.
Crystal,
What's up, baby?
That's how I'm his cousin. I'm an in-law.
Yeah.
My wife is his
Every
cousin.
episode, he's a Cuzzo.
And it's a deep family right here.
We run deep, baby.
You'd be surprised, and these real cousins. This ain't no these blood cousins, man.
Hey, but let me ask you this. That's great that you brought up the family thing, because my question, I actually want to get this from all of y'all. Actually, let's start with Luke, and then we'll work over back to you. How do you balance, and this is especially for you, because I know you got your hands in a lot of different activities. You make a lot. I don't want to tell everybody your business, but you're an entrepreneur. How do you balance all the activities and all of the things that you have your hand in with your family life? Because let me say, you're an outstanding father. I call and ask you questions all the time. You're an outstanding father, great representative, same as you. I think for great representative to younger black males, right? And you showing them the path in which they should walk, which I try to do myself, of course. How do you balance all of the work stuff and still be there for your family, immediate family? I'm talking about your wife and your sons.
Well, two things. One, I grew up in a single parent household.
Correct.
So, and me and my father have a great relationship. So I don't want to make it seem like he abandoned us and he left us. It was just one of those situations. He was in Charleston. My mom stayed in Columbia. So I grew up really in two different places. So it was very important for me because that's a struggle.
Yes, I'm very
That's a struggle, growing up in a single parent household. So it got to a point where I had to realize I don't want my sons to have to feel some of the things that I felt at my age. I don't want them to have to, and I had a great village. Candlewood on the northeast side of Columbia, right off North Brickyard Road, that was my village. So the Ron Latimers, the Chuck Walshes, the Lawrence Greens, the Clint Williams, the James Richardsons, I can name all the fathers and the mothers in that neighborhood because they helped take care of me. All right. So that was one reason. I had to make sure that I was present for my boys, just off of that. The second thing is I have an obligation as a black man, right? If, again, we talk about history, I talk about history a lot. If you know your history, if you know the struggle, as a black man, I have an obligation to this community and to my culture and to my people. So I take that wholeheartedly in every day that I walk. So my wife, my beautiful wife, and my two kids, they understand where I'm coming from. And it takes time. Don't get me wrong. I know,
figure out that schedule and how to move.
I know Big Cuz can relate. It takes time to say, I gotta go to this game, or I gotta go check this kid out and take the kids with you and all this other stuff. It takes time, but she understands because she's a coach. She has her pulse on a number of kids that are now surrogates to our family because of what she does. So we're actually in the same space and we do the same thing. So I feel like it's an obligation every day I wake up to be present, to be accounted for, and to be able to teach and help grow young people.
I mean, my opinion on that, I think that I don't have any kids or anything like that or a big family, but it just took me I think it's maturity. You know what I'm saying? It just took me. The balance time is hard. That's one of the hardest things, especially when you're young.
You're present
all
the time,
I got
too.
a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm always
And
present.
you
so,
take, but I will say this: you take care of a lot of kids.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
So I mean, like, I didn't really get it till I was like in 2-3 years ago, for real. You know what I'm saying? Maybe last year. Like, I didn't get it. So I lost a lot of relationships because I couldn't balance that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy that you said that.
I lost a lot of relationships
That's crazy
with,
that you said
you know what I'm
that.
saying? From friends to people I was dating, a lot of relationships because I didn't know how to balance. I really just learned how to balance time. And all it came down to what's important to you.
Yeah.
To me, that's why I feel like what's important to you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, okay, this is important to me. She important to me. These kids, my family is important to me. That's what matters, and that's what I'm going to put first. And I value their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I kind of feel about it.
It was difficult, you know. I have a few kids, so you know I have different baby moms. So everybody can't handle that.
Yeah.
My wife, at first, she was like, "Man, you know this is hard. You know, you gone every day." So some of the things I did started including her in it, including my kids in it, and luckily my avenue is sports, so all my kids come up in the sports, so that helped a lot. For my kids that's not in the household, you know, try to keep them around and try to explain to them what daddy's doing.
Yeah.
You know, so it was, and they suffered more than anybody. So if anybody want to give props to me, you got to give props to Shaquanda Miller McCray, Tavon Miller McCray, Tyreek Miller McCray, and Justin Jacobs. Got to give those kids props because they sacrificed their father more than the other ones that you see in the house, because they wasn't in the house and they wasn't be able to go everywhere and be everywhere I have to be at times when, like I told you, my daughter played for Georgia State. She played down in Crestwood. So you're talking about, you know, trying to get to this kid game who I brought up in Ray, and also got to go down here and try to see my daughter play. So there's a lot of games I missed, a lot of moments I missed, and I sacrificed that. And, you know, sometimes you regret it, but I don't regret it, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But as they got older, they started to understand. But, you know, it's just balance of time and being able to mentally understand that somebody's going to miss something. And that's the hardest thing
And that's the crazy part.
To sleep.
Because I at one point, I thought you were omnipresent. Because you were everywhere. And I knew you had kids that you either coached that were like kids to you. I knew you had your own kids.
And by everywhere, not just athletics. My man is at the family
everywhere.
reunion.
He played pickup.
We
be at the
park.
We be at the gym hooping, and then next minute, you know, I see him somewhere. He's somewhere mentoring, helping the kids. Then you go to a game later on, and Boo walk in. Like, I'm like, how is he everywhere?
Everywhere, man.
And I got
school meetings, man. To my people like, man, I'm like, do you work? I'm able to do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I work. But you know, it's about the time, man, and I'm up early. Since the little pandemic, you know, I've been chilling a little bit more. But like, I'll be up early in the morning, man, just trying to get everything done with the 24 hours that I have. And I'm just putting in the work and explaining, okay, let me spend this quality time with this person. So if it's 10 minutes, it's a quality 10 minutes that I'm talking to this youth. If it's 20, 30 minutes with my son over here or my daughter over here, it's a quality 20, 30 minutes. And the main thing is that quality time with that wife. You got to get it in. You got to get it in. And sometimes you're going to lack it, but she understands. She get mad, but you got to make up for it. That's it.
How you make up for it, bro?
I'm about to say, I just got my call, but
when they
call me like, where you going?
When you guys talk about y'all wives, I gotta mention LaToya for a second, and I gotta tell you.
You about to shed a thug tear in here, man?
No.
You look like you was about to get a little misty.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed, and let me tell you why. The balance, we're speaking on the balance of family and home life. I mean, family and work life. And I've been coaching. I've been playing ball my whole life, but I've been coaching literally since I graduated college. When I was overseas playing, I would coach the youth team. When I come back, I was coaching in the summertime, and I've been with my wife my whole life. So it took time for Toya to adjust to the lifestyle we have now. I come from a very, very large family. She doesn't.
Huge. That's
She
an
is immaculate, beautiful family. And she doesn't come from that type of environment. So with me, when I coach, you my family.
Yeah.
Okay, so we coaching after practice. You don't got no ride. You know, I'm taking you home, and you talking about you hungry. Okay, well, Toya cook. So let's go back. My wife, don't get it twisted. She's the most thoughtful person I have. She's way more thoughtful than me because I'm on some.
She is the better half.
Yeah, she the better half. Because you know, it's a little different how we came up.
Right.
So, she always talks to me about being specific, and this is why things started clicking and things started falling in line because I'm not a specific guy. Right. I'm like, hey, Toya, I'm bringing a couple of kids home for dinner, okay? A couple. I might have 6 of them in the car with me, you know? And she's like, okay, no problem, but I'm going to make dinner. She got to make dinner for the family. She's making a little extra. How many do I need? And I ain't giving her specifics. Okay. And now Toya, I had basketball practice today, but I got to stay a little later because somebody want to work out. A little later, like what time is she cooking dinner? True. Or what time is this? I'm the type, you know, we going out of town for the weekend. We going out of town next weekend, you know. But I really mean we leaving on Thursday. Yeah, no agenda, whatever. Just bring it, whatever. I ain't really even packing. We're going to cop whatever, you know what I'm saying? So with me, being specific has helped us a lot because I'm just not a specific guy. And unless it's about the money now, you know, we count the money. I need the chips. I need my chips. But everything else in life, I'm more of just go with the flow type deal. And the more that I can be specific with the communication line with her, it's just everything flows just that much more smoother because she is more of a you know, ABC type person. Yeah. And I'm the balance is she balanced me out. So as long as that communication line is there, and I really want to speak this to all of the young coaches out there. This is for all the young. This is any sport: basketball, football, baseball.
Give it to them.
Soccer. You have to have for your wife, or
girlfriend.
I'm a supporter of heterosexual couples myself, but for your wife or your husband or whoever you have to have an open line of communication, and you need to be specific with them. If you are going to run late, you know, it's not about telling somebody, you know, where you at all the time. It's more so about them not being concerned about you.
It's a courtesy.
It's a courtesy. And
unselfish, very unselfish.
And as long as you can do that, then everything will run smooth, and you know, and that just carries over into life, not just coaching. It carries over into life. The more specific you can be, I think the more ducks you'll have in a row.
All right. Now, you got a question?
Yeah. Right. We're gonna turn the page a little bit because I know Boo. You know what I'm saying? I call him Boo. We're gonna turn the page a little bit. So I'm gonna get on the basketball side because we a sports show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna leave him hanging. Why the hell he here? You know what I'm saying? I don't want Luke to close me out. So what you think of what's going on right now, like the pandemic? First of all, you gotta break it down. You got a son, Robert McCray Jr., right?
The fifth.
Okay.
Yeah. Little Boo.
High rank, AC floor.
Shout out to
he's highly ranked.
Shout out to Staley.
He got a lot of offers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, highly ranked kid with top 5 in his class. Top 3? Top 5 in his class. Yeah, top 5 in his class. Okay.
Different, you know, got him different places.
The AC floor. He going into his senior year. We got the pandemic going on. You AAU coach. You know what I'm saying? Shit hurting you. Shit hurting him. I don't know if it is or not. That's one question I'm getting to. So, you know what I'm saying? He can't, his senior year, it's like, basically like he injured. Like he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's seeing him. If he got better or whatever. So how is that? Then your program dead. What your love is dead. You can't do shit right now. So how is it affecting you, your family, your son, your kids, your program? Like what you feeling right now? You mad or you upset? You need a break? You happy? Like what you feel right now? You know what I'm saying? Or you all those things. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes we need a break. You've been doing this shit 10 years. Right. So it's like, how you feel about the pandemic and all this right now?
As far as how it's affecting the sports world, I'm all of those things, except I really don't need breaks, so I'm good on that. But it's affecting my younger kids because it was a big year for some of these kids that was in my program.
Development.
Give me some names. Like, give me some names. Who? Who you coaching? Like, what?
I got some
names.
In
like,
our program, we got so many. We team
football. We got like
basketball. We got team unleashed now. So we got different. Like my son played for a shoe company team with Stars. You know, I decided to let him go do that. Okay. So you know, they try to do what they can to get those coaches on, sending the tapes and film. They actually got something coming up this Saturday to help those guys out. But the kids who it affects is the kids in my program. Some of the kids, I had Jockey Cooper. My thing would have been he over at Irmo, young guy. Well, he a rising senior that just coming to his own. Timothy Barnes over at Gray. I think this hurt him. Those type of players.
Yeah, I know Tim.
It hurts the most because they got some real potential, and it was a very important year for them to be seen to get what they need to go to that next level. Even though I think they'll still be great, so it hurt them. As far as my young kids, it's just development. My 5th grade team is my babies. I love all my every team in our program, but that's my group. I think it was going to be a special year for them. Jeremy Anderson, they call him Rabbit. Juice little brother, Julian Kitt little brother.
Juice at
Irmo.
You got a little brother that can play?
Yeah. He got a little brother that can play about Rabbit 5th grade. He probably about 155. Probably about 5'9" now, something like that. Yeah. So he coming. My son Milton McCray, he up next. So my whole 5th grade team, they stacked, and it was really a big year.
What's the name of their team?
Team USC, Team South Carolina. Yeah, that's where we are now. We took over me and Wiley Joint Forces. SC Heating Team Good, and made Team USC. So that hurt. It's hurting the kids more. We able to do a little bit of stuff now that Sonny's, had the social distance and stuff. So we able to do that. But we just did a hoop session for the 2021, 2022, and some of the 2020 kids this morning. Sav from West Florence, I think.
West Florence, he just got the job. Shout out to Sav.
Yeah, he was doing it. I called him up and say, I'm gonna pay for it this week, and I want to invite some more kids than just the Stars kids or whatever. And then we had Corey Richardson come in, R.J. Felton, and a lot of kids this morning. Had somebody filming it so they can get some tapes out on that. So, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to make it work, but it definitely hurts. It's good. I'm spending more time at home with the family, with everybody, because sometimes I got a 4-year-old Prince. It's crazy. I got one graduate from pre-K and one graduate from college. You know what I'm saying? So, I got Prince, so sometimes right now we bonding a lot because I probably been gone. And even my wife come, we bring him on some trips, but then some he stay with family. And so he's able to be around more. And at first, he wasn't taking the sports like that, but now he's taking the more of the sports.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, he was saying, but like out the womb, everybody was picking up a ball except Prince. He was different. But now we were just outside shooting. He loving it. So it been a blessing and a curse, So, but at the end of the day, man, I'm a realist. I take everything for what it is. So it's here now. We're gonna handle it from there. We're gonna move on. We're not gonna dwell on the negative. We're gonna go with the positive of it and make it happen. So like I say, I don't need no break. I wish it never happened. Of course, not only just for the sports, just for everything. People sick, people dying, and the chaos that it caused. But other than that, man, we're gonna get through it. I really believe we're going to get back to normal. A lot of people don't believe that. I think we are. We're going to keep pushing. So
what about your son, though? Like, I mean.
My son recruiting, man. It's been pretty good, man.
Just because, like if I'm a senior, I ain't never been top recruit, but I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to go to Peach Jam and ball out and get this big offer. Is that affecting him? Is he mad?
He of course he's upset about that. He's a baller. You know what I'm saying? So he want to play some of the top competition nationwide that that he want to get seen. He don't feel that he kind of person like he don't feel that he getting what he deserves. Like You know what I'm saying? And to believe, and shout out to all the coaches that have offer and show interest. We get phone calls every day, from some of the top colleges. He only got one Power 5 offer,
Shout out to BJ Mackey.
You know what I'm saying? And he got some of his own state, you know what I'm saying? They call, but, they haven't offered. So it was a big year for him to really show that he doing. Some of the kids that's offered and some of the kids that he see, he bust their mind.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And
that's what it's about. And
back.
not to, because he's very humble.
Yeah.
That's one of the humblest guys you're going to meet.
Yeah.
I'm telling him, give him more fire like his daddy in him, you feel what I'm saying? But, and I don't try to say too much, because a lot of things, I don't want to hurt anything and nobody take it personal, but, man, but put him up against anybody, he bust their butt, you know what I'm saying? And then, these top players going to go at each other.
You going to bust his ass.
Right?
Like
The top players going to go at. They going to go at.
We on his neck. We going to bust his ass.
Yeah, he going to bust his ass,
We
Snacks always
We
unfiltered.
ain't holding back.
Right,
Always
but yeah, he gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get him. They know it. You know what I'm saying? So like even you come to the open sessions and I'm gonna put something up. You watch how the defense just they gonna sag in on him. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna double team this pickup ball now. So they really trying to get it up out of him. They don't really want it, but
that kid got wings too.
Yeah, man, that jumping out the gym, man, he be doing some stuff.
All right, so we are going to switch gears now. Boo, you probably wasn't warned. You probably wasn't notified.
Nah, I wasn't notified.
Cuz we're about to go into our segments so we can start tapering this down a little bit. But we're about to hit you with this 12-piece.
Well,
Snacks Baby's got a 12-piece for you. Rapid fire
Let's get it.
questions.
Answer them quick.
Let's get it.
12-piece, man. 12 questions. We going different ways, different flavors.
Bring them on, man.
With Boo, McCray, great coach. Let's get it. But our first question is, what's your favorite shoe, man, to wear? Like, what's your swag?
My favorite shoe to wear, I don't really have a favorite shoe because I wear all type of shoes, but, you'll catch me in the NFL old school, what we call in Miami gangster Reeboks. They the flat Reebok classics.
Yeah.
Well, I love the font, them things. I just picked up a gray and pink. Lime green joint so hard. I just got them things.
Keep it in Miami.
You know what I'm saying? So that might, just any. I love Jordans and stuff, but any old classic shoe, I pick up any shoe.
Would you rather coach? Which one you enjoy coaching more, football or basketball? Football.
That's quick. Period.
Yeah.
Football. I love football. That's my thing.
I knew he
Is
was.
favorite chicken wing?
Favorite chicken wing?
Yeah.
Flavor. Regular chicken wings, just
You know that lemon pepper?
lemon pepper straight.
Shout out to lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper straight, but
piece.
Plain?
plain.
All
I get some plain. Put me some ketchup, some hot sauce on the side. Mix it with some ranch.
That ain't plain then.
But I got to dip it in there.
He
So
want it
that
plain,
ain't
and then you
plain.
make your own sauce.
Right, I make my own sauce. I don't want it.
What did you just say? Hot sauce, ketchup, and ranch?
Yeah, just mix it together. Or
Hey, I'm going to
or
try
mustard.
it.
You know, try that thing. Mix it
that
together.
sounds
Ketchup,
disgusting.
mustard. Put it
Let's rock
together.
with that.
Dip it in there.
That sounds disgusting.
He be on the
It's
grill.
You
delicious.
got to answer this, and you can't say his son. Most talented player you coach.
You say.
AAU.
You say.
Good question.
You can't say yourself.
And you can't say your son. Like, the most talented AAU player.
I got name one.
Top three.
Top three, not including my son.
You love him too much. You just talking about shit.
No, you
That's
gotta
raw
say
talent.
it. You gotta say it,
Come
man.
on. Raw
You gotta
talent.
say it, man.
No particular order. Here we
No
go.
particular order.
Give us the
Let's
name.
go like this.
You about to
grade
hurt-
it up. Like,
you about to hurt
you
some
can't
feelings.
say
No,
six.
no, no.
No,
Step.
I'm gonna go with them as they came. Bill, I'm probably gonna go with why they played with me or now.
No, like
Why they
period.
playing with you?
That you coach, like
That I
why
coach.
you
was
coach.
coaching.
I gotta say Tariq Simmons.
That's
Okay.
and that's no order.
Tough.
There's no order.
No order.
Tariq Simmons, Devontae Shuler,
I knew Tay was gonna win.
and I gotta go Josh Beadle, man.
Man.
And that's not including my. I had to just take top three. No shout out to
That's
man.
fine.
Listen, this go Ron. You know all y'all ballers, man. My whole group ballers,
Yeah.
but this for the old. I ain't,
Hey, if your feelings hurt, that's facts.
Nah,
And it's not fiction.
because I got A and B. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's so close, man. I don't want to.
Don't try to backtrack.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You
I
made
had
it
Marquis,
clear.
man.
Let's
You
go.
got
Let's
Next question.
good question. Go ahead.
Would you consider coaching women's basketball?
You know they gonna
Women
kill
basketball?
your
Would
inbox.
you consider coaching women's basketball?
Yeah, I actually had a girl team I handed over. My daughter LaRonda. Porter Bomb, Malaysia, Full while all of them. I was her first AAU coach. So
Okay, on the flip side of it, you've been all across the country traveling with these kids. Who's the best player that you've seen? Top 3 that you've seen you played against?
That I coached against.
She coached against, like.
I gotta say,
as far as high school, they coming up.
When they was coming, so many. No particular order.
No particular order.
I gotta go Jaleel Felton.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, him and Tariq and shooting them had some wars. I forgot his first name. Cody went to UCLA. He got in trouble with Ball now.
He was from Georgia,
California.
He from California.
I know you talking. I know the name.
Yeah, he
was like that.
He was like that, and I probably have to give it to he played with the Georgia Stars and the Rockefellers. Played with Duke, Duke Mateen. I'm on the spot, can't call his name. Played for Chicago now. Third round.
With the Afro?
No, he
was
talking about
out of Atlanta. Yeah,
he's talking about
with the Afro.
He played for Duke. He just 2 years. He came out with Bagley now. Played for Chicago now.
Big kid.
Oh
yeah.
Carter. Wendell Carter.
Yeah, Wendell Carter.
From Greensboro. I thought he was from North Carolina.
No, Wendell from Georgia.
Yeah.
He from Georgia. He played with Atlanta Celtics all his life. He started with Atlanta Celtics, went to the Rockefellers, then the Georgia Stars. Okay. Yeah, so them just that big, that age, man. That man been about 6'7", 6, and then he about 7 foot now, but he about 6'7", like in the 6th, 7th grade, man. Like, it was unbelievable, man. Skill.
Most memorable moment you had in basketball?
Anytime.
Whether it's coaching or playing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like what you like most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment.
That's a good 12 piece, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good 12 piece. Woo, you got me started. My most memorable moment. During the game, like a game or just basketball?
Sport, like anything you touch. Man, like your most memorable moment you touched in sports.
It might be football.
In sports.
It's a lot. I got so many, but man, I'm just gonna sum it up. My memorable moment in sports is just, I don't know.
Don't sugarcoat it. Give me a game. Give me a moment. Give me a shot.
I done made some big shots, but some kids done made some big shots. It's just making teaching the kids and some
championship or something.
It's teaching the kids. He told me that before. It's probably teaching.
Yeah, it's just preparing those kids, man, and just dealing with them. But if I could just put a moment out there, it probably my most memorable. It might not be my most successful. Allen University, 96, EIAC conference versus Claflin, T. Morant, and the boy down at Claflin.
Shout out to T. That's my guy.
I think it was number 1 seed. We was number 8 seed. Or they were number 2 seed. We were number 7 seed. I can't remember. We was the lower seed. Or whatever. It was the upset. You know, they supposed to blow us out, and we in the game. I come down. I hit the 3, cut it to 1. Probably about 9 seconds left on the clock. They take the ball out. They try to run it. You know, the play we line up and throw it deep. And they throw it deep. Try to hit. I think they tried to hit T. I think they tried to hit Ronnie Morant on a long pass, and it went out of bounds. But the people hit the clock on the flight of the ball. Nobody touched it. We think we finna get the last shot to upset them. You know, I'm about to knock this thing down. They met. And they called the game.
Oh, wow.
Nobody touched the ball.
That's tough.
That was tough. So that was real tough.
Switch it up. Favorite boxer? You watch boxing?
Yeah, Roy Jones, man. No
Roy
question.
Jones?
Yes, sir.
Who was your idol growing up? Like basketball player? Like who was you looking like? Who you trying to be like? Who your moves was trying to be
Steve
like?
Smith.
Steve Smith?
Ooh,
that's different. Yeah, that's different.
I can see that the way you shoot.
That's different. What's your favorite city to like travel to?
That's easy.
Outside of Miami. Can't say Miami. We gonna leave Miami.
I could have answered that.
That's home. Like,
you see, I had the Kiki on that.
What you like?
Miami your home.
Yeah, my favorite city to travel to outside Miami probably would be, believe it or not, probably Chuck, man. I like going to Charleston.
Like
Yeah. Shout out to the 843, the Low Country, baby.
What's your next move? Like what you wanna Like what's in the future? Like son graduating in the year, you gonna still coach AAU? Like you know what I'm saying? You want to coach college? You want to coach high school? Like what you want to do? That's my last question. Like what you want to do next? Like what's your goal 3 years from now? Like okay, as far as sports, well you want to take your program to another level? Like what you want to do?
Yeah, I definitely want our program to be another level. Hopefully, you know, we could get a shoe contract or something. That'd be great. Yeah. I'm always coach the kids, youth. I dabbled and dabbled in high school and middle school for a little minute over at Keenan. Coach Norris gave me a chance. Shout out to Coach Norris. Yeah. And, you know, I was at St. Andrews with B. Will. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of players come through there. Sometimes I think about trying to go back to high school. Then sometimes I think I'll be better off where I'm at. So right now, in 3 years, just a bigger, great program. Football and basketball, and just continue doing what I'm doing, just being more successful.
Word, that's what's up. That's 12 piece, you know what I mean? With Boo McCray, Robert Boo McCray.
Yes, sir.
You know, rapid questions, and next time, it's going to be better.
So there we are. We had the 12 piece. Now, I know people probably wondering what's next. We usually, at this point, we talk about is he like that? But for the sake of time, we're going to start to move forward and close this thing out. So you better be sure you catch the next episode that has Is He Like That in there.
We might start off with Is He Like That.
Yeah, it's going to be surefire. I do have one last question before we close out. Where did Boo come from?
Me?
Shout out to Tootie, by the way.
Yeah.
KJ!
We talk about the
shout out to
nicknames,
Coach
Couture
Tootie.
Jackson,
Yeah,
Coach Tootie.
You talking about nickname?
What's Lowe's name? What's Lowe's real name?
Ricardo,
yeah.
The nickname Boo came from if I can remember correctly, and I know my mama gonna watch this episode on Facebook because I'm on it. I think she used to call me Pookie, and my daddy wasn't with it. My daddy got killed when I was 12, but my daddy wasn't with that. So he said, just call him Boo. And then, you know, it stuck from there. And then I just put an E. If y'all see me, I put an E on it because I'm always different. So I say, I'm going to put an E on it. Everybody say, Boo E. I'm like, nah, the E silent. You see the vowels in front of it? You know, they learn that in English, so it's just Boo. So that's where the name Boo came from.
That's what's up. Well, my brother, I appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Facts, not fiction. Again, I'm Aaron Lucas, Snacks Baby, Reverend Coach Pastor Lucas Hargrove, and our special guest this evening was Robert Boo McCray, 305 Miami's finest.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all stay up. Peace and blessings. We out.